Hey guys, Mark here. I'm in the Highwood Valley. I have not been here in a good solid year and a half. It was interesting, the drive was brings back a lot of memories. It's interesting to come out. There's a lot of wind on the road. I'm not sure what it's going to be here. It really should be the high wind valley. I don't know why. It's one of the downfalls of this valley is there is an awful, sometimes, there's a lot of wind. So if you're trying to go climb something in a ridge walk, which is one of the things to do in the Kananaskis, right? You're getting hammered with the wind. So it's been a few weeks since I did anything. Except I did a quick little walk around Canmore, which I believe I'm making a video out of. But it's been cold. And finally we have about a week where it's going to be above zero. And I have some time off. But I mean, there's been a lot of new snow. It's a whole new ball game right now. Somebody went on Sheep River Ramblers website, their Facebook page, and gave an intel report about this. So that's why I'm out here. Facebook is a great place to go get intel reports. Some of the pages are way too crowded, and all you have is people putting up, photos of Moraine Lake or photos of Lake Louise or photos of, and so there's not that many trail reports, or you just get a little tired of sifting through it. So you're just kind of going, all right, after 4 or 5 just people putting up pictures of the same 10 hikes, you just kind of give up. But a small one like Sheep River Ramblers, they try to keep that stuff down. It's well managed, and here I am. I'm gonna send. I don't have that many of you watching, but still, I'm gonna send you over to this site. It's like they have trail reports, and that's what you're after, right? In the winter, you want someone that went walking down here 2 days ago, and they can tell you what it's like, because things change quickly, right? They do. Okay. All right, I'm parked just down. Right in front of me is the kind of the main road through this area, and this is the Etherington Creek pull-off. It's down there. I just came down and parked at the end of this road. I'm in this green one. First time in a long time I've done a green one. Hell's Ridge. Here we go. I am here. I want to go up the lower Attribution Trail, which I've done before. I've walked this entire thing before, but this time I want to come up here, up this guy. This is Hell's Ridge, down 64A and back like that. I'll come right back to my car here. Let's see how it works out. It's there's a pretty decent amount of snow out here. Okay, almost ready to go. Know yourself, know your trail, know your gear. I can handle something like this pretty easily. I've done this quite a bit now. My gear, for the first time, I'm going to put my, you see it? Sort of, yeah, you can. There's my day pack. I'm actually putting my snowshoes in my day pack, which adds a bunch of weight, but it's a good chance I'm going to need it. Either that or I'll have to post hole a little bit. So that's the gear. Other than that, I'm pretty confident with everything, right? As far as the trail, I've done the lower Attribution Creek Trail already. This is like 3 years ago now, a ways back, but I did do it. That part I know, and then after that, the Kananaskis, man, trails are like, in this part of the Kananaskis, trails are a luxury, right? So climb up, walk along the ridge. I've made waypoints on the lower Attribution Creek where I get off and where I get on. That's it. All right, one thing I'm pretty happy to see, blue skies. When I left Calgary, it wasn't blue skies. And I don't see the trees all waving around up here, so that is good to know. On the highway coming out here, there's snow blowing across, and never quite sure. All right, thanks to the Facebook page, again, I know that this is all well tracked out, this lower Attribution Creek. And this is what I'm doing for the first few kilometers, so it's going to make my life pretty easy. I will not have to don the snowshoes, at least I don't think. for the first little while. Man, has there been a lot of snow. Since it's early January now, and for about a month, we have been getting snow. I'm sure we've gotten like 15, 16 days of snow since then. It's been fairly consistent. Never big dumps, but it has added up. Oh boy. This is harder than just normal walking, because I'm kind of walking on top of the snow, but snow is moving. Especially because there's been a bit of new snow ever since the snowshoe tracks were made. 3.1 kilometers to go. Yeah. Might be tired out by the time I get to the, kind of the start of this trail. Then I go up and then I walk back on the ridge. But maybe I'll end up just walking lower Etherington Creek at this rate. We just go straight and then go back, go onto the road and walk back that way. See what happens. I remember this now. There's flagging all over this trail. Like, right now I can see like 10. And I mean, as far as I knew, it was because this area was going to be logged. Well, that was like 3 years ago. And I mean, who know, I've heard before, like guys say, yeah, they're going to go log, but they don't tell you when. So they'll go, nothing will happen. Then it'll be clear cut all of a sudden. It'll be logged. But there's so much flagging on this trail. I mean, you can see the next 2 or 3 of them, right? It's funny. But nothing's happened yet, which, hey, that's fine. Something that's fun to do sometimes, even though it makes a bit of work for me in editing, is comparing. So here, right now, I will, even though I'm doing it the opposite direction, I will flash up my lower Etherington Creek trail hike from a few years ago. See what the difference is. Finally, I get a bit of a view. Been climbing up a bit, obviously, because the road is down there someplace. Ooh, I can see the road down there, heading into Highwood Pass. Where I climb up, I marked it in my phone the first time I came through here. And I think it's probably supposed to be in about 200 meters. You can see the snowshoe group. This is where they took a break, right? And why not? Yeah, they plowed a whole bunch of things in the snow. Oh yeah, sweet. Nice. There is logging going on down here. When I was sitting in my car, I saw a logging truck go by full of logs, and I've heard 2 or 3 of them come by on the road since. And I'm curious where, because like 3 kilometers, in the direction where they're coming from, maybe 2 or 3 kilometers down, the winter gate is closed. So is it open, or are they logging down in Cataract Creek? Who knows? I kind of want to take a drive down there after I'm done and see. If it's not dark, and you know what, it probably will be dark. Logging? Both positives and negatives, They, the trail that I'm walking on right now was an old logging road. So old logging roads become trails for decades to come, right? Logging, they will wipe out trails that are unofficial, Official trails they have to respect, so they will leave them intact or try to, they will still be there after. This is what I'm told. Jillian Daffern is the one who told me this information. But yeah, in the national parks they don't log they will just do a prescribed fire every so often. So, I mean, fire is natural, but I mean, there's no such thing as, we don't have any natural anymore, right? When we went and decided to fight fires, we stopped the nature. So, I don't know. And then when you have a forest fire go through a trail, it's awful for the trail. The trees are not burned away. They all fall across the trail after, right? They're just black cinders. So, yeah. I mean, what do you do, right? You log or you have forest fires. Anyway, it is what it is, either way. While I'm sitting here having a break, one of the logging trucks is down there stopped. And I can hear a lot of really loud yelling and cussing. So, again, I'm interested to see, like, did a bunch of logs fall off his truck or what? I might find that, oh, now it's going. All right. I might see a bit of a mess when I drive out of here. Delightful. And down here is Etherington Creek. Right here is really deep. And on the other side is a road. And I know this doesn't last long, but right now this is delightful hiking. Okay, I'm still looking forward. You come down off that high point a little bit, down to this little draw, just up a little. There's a quick pile of rocks here. This, I believe, is the Hell's Ridge Trail heading up. And you can even see some animal tracks and stuff. And there's a bit of a flag, but I mean, that doesn't mean anything on this trail. There's 100 flags on this trail, but that might be for this purpose. I don't know, man. Let's try it out. I mean, I just don't know. I'm gonna climb all the way up Hell's Ridge in this snow. I guess let's see. Okay. Just overtop my boots. I'm gonna tramp up 850 feet vertical of this. Let's see here. This is nobody said this would be easy. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'll keep going for now. I mean, once you keep going for a bit, then you're committed, right? It's like, okay, well, I've come this far. I think I'll probably do it. Oh, look, there's more tape down there, of course, there, and up there. So they have tape going up this draw? Why? Anyway. Oh, and there's tape up there. Shocker. I keep saying tape, but most people refer to that as flagging. Can't say I really care about following a trail. It wouldn't be easier anyway. This is hard. Just sort of following this drop. There's all kinds of flagging, but it can mean anything out here. Just go up. This is where I'm supposed to go up, so just go up. I am still not using gaiters, which is stupid because I actually have some, but it's only in this case where I kind of regret it. I forgot that there's actually a Maps.me trail for this. So I checked it and I'm not far off. I'm basically going the right way. It also shows that I have gone distance-wise a whopping 200 meters. But the top of the ridge is only 5 more. So just take a lot of breaks. That's all I can do, right? It's tough. Well, I gotta say that if you saw some of my earlier videos, I was experimenting with having a fanny pack to keep my phone and the batteries from my nightlight warm, and I've given up on that. It is just as much a pain in the butt to use that as it is to put my phone in a Ziploc bag and throw it down my shirt when it gets really cold. So it was supposed to be more convenient, but it wasn't. So whatever, experiment. The lights, I'll just leave them in my bag. You know, I don't come hiking in minus 25, so it's not a huge thing, right? Yeah. Anyway. Two more flaggings. I feel like the one down there, I feel like there's flagging on every 20 tree in this forest. Like, it is everywhere. They have been everywhere in here flagging stuff. Looks like I'm gonna break out up there, so that's nice, because you want the reward for all the hard work, right? Here's where I'm going. Starting to get a bit of a view. This is only gonna get better and better and better. Oh, this is steep right here. Good times. Okay, I had some questions. You can see here it goes down and then up. And the question is, should I go up there or will I just have to go back down again? Well, the Kananaskis Trail guide says to climb up left to a drift fence, so. And the trail on Massme also seems to go up there. So, there's your answer. Use everything you got, right? Massme, the guide, everything. Woo! Well, I'm at the top of the meadow, having a break. Unbelievable. Look at these peaks over here. They are so cool. It's too bad I can't see them like real clearly, but they're still really cool. Or this guy. Oh, this is so awesome. It's so worth it. A little heavy breathing, a little leg work. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Here we go, it's the drift fence. It's amazing how long they last. This ridge, look how thick this forest is. Everything's been so nice and open up to this point. I would not want to bushwhack through this. This ridge, Hell's Ridge, got named so because someone used to have their cattle up on this thing, and they had a hell of a time gathering them up. Well, no kidding. I mean, your cattle on a mountain ridge. Drift fences, I don't know. I wish they would take them out when they're done with them. No one ever seems to, or maybe they do. I guess I wouldn't know. But come out and like cut it. I don't know, having barbed wire on the ground is probably pretty awful for the animals too, because they step in it. I know barbed wire can kill a horse pretty quickly, right? You start panicking and then it's everywhere, and yeah. Anyway, here's the drift fence. So close. Such hard work. The snow, sometimes it's only a few inches deep. Every so often it'll get deeper. Never quite know. Hoping up here it'll be okay, because if I have to snowshoe up and then go all the way across this, that will be an ungodly amount of work, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, down there is where I took that nice break. Climbing. Gotta get through this rock band somehow. And I think over there, I see a pile of rocks, so see what happens. Even in a few places here, I probably wouldn't have too much trouble climbing over, but might as well find the best spot. There's the pile of rocks. It is a cairn. Well, that's good. It shows me that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, right? I came here thinking, well, look at this little bit of rock. Well, that rock actually stretches down that straw a bit, snow. And I sort of had to get on my knees and crawl over this. And the snow down here, it went up to like almost the bottom of these grips here. It's all gathering there, right? Anyway, I'm up here now. I have accomplished the ridge. Oh, and there's a log truck down there, sitting there. I wonder if that's the one that was cursing his brains out. But I thought I heard it drive off, so I don't know. Okay, what have we got here? Some deep snow, some exposed rock. All right, let's see what happens. All right, I've only gone about 10 meters. I did not like this part. Thank God for poles. You know, I mean, I don't know where to step. Am I stepping on a rock? Am I stepping like almost over the edge? Am I about to step in like 2 feet of snow? So these are excellent, right? I mean, they will tell you what they're about to hit. This part here looks okay, but after that, I mean, I know this opens up at some point and I'm walking across a meadow, but that could be 3 feet of snow too. Okay. Look what I've got myself into. Jeez. Okay, I can only do this nicely, calmly, carefully, right? Okay, didn't much like walking along the ridge, even with beautiful views. Kind of got into the forest a bit. It's not too bad back here. The snow isn't too bad. And then look, there are cuts. I think this is actually a trail back here. So, bottom line, as you can see, I'm cramping a little bit. Bottom line is back here, it's safe, all right? I'm not gonna take an errant step and fall off the rock band. Tough work. I don't know if I'm looking forward to coming to that open area or not. I feel like it's just gonna be even more snow. I don't know what's harder on the legs, snowshoes or tramping like this. So, at the moment anyway, I'm just leaving it. Sometimes it gets nice, sometimes it gets deeper. I'm already gonna go ahead and say that this is not recommended in January, not unless you're nuts like me. All right, it's coming. Slow progress. My only worry is that the remaining daylight, but that's always a thing in the winter. Carry on. Okay, you're getting to the open a little bit. You can actually see out to the east a little. You can actually see some logging blocks that have been done in here. You know, years ago, I think. Yeah, it's kind of cool. This is Zephyr Hills, Zephyr Creek kind of area. I think this ridge here is Lookout Ridge. I've been in here a few times, but every time I've been in there, I've kind of had my butt handed to me. So anyway, that is a monster to be dealt with another day, another time of year especially. This is the danger of ridge walking in the winter. Hey, look at this. Look, right? Okay. That's all snow. So I'm right at the edge right now. If I step on that, that could go. And like, look at this, you know? Boy, would I go for a tumble. Quite the view up here. Well, I just did that, and the wind was giving me a good pounding on the way through. This is hard work, man. I might be coming off this ridge in the dark, and I don't like that. I made a stupid plan. I wanted to do it the way that Jillian described. So, I mean, it describes it up like this and back, but if I had done it the other way, I would probably be at the top of this by now and heading down, and then I could just walk on that trail in the dark. That wouldn't bother me. But no, I have to hustle my way across this ridge and come down maybe a little bit in the dark. Super intelligent plan. Jesus, every single step is hard. I got very few simple ones. And I have 2.1 kilometers to go in this. I am that guy down by the logging truck. I am cursing the heavens. But only myself to blame for this. Well, deep snow. I have 1.3 kilometers left now until the descent trail. And I'm climbing sometimes. I'm tired, man. This is hard. Ugh. Sometimes I find myself crawling just to get over some snowbank that I can't find my way around, right? Well, I did an uphill. A ridge is up and down. This is nothing new. And then I was able to do a nice long downhill. Just go, go, go continually. So 500 meters until top of descent. Jeez, top of descent. The descent trail. I'm working hard. Hard. The idea was that the low trail is packed down by snowshoes. I knew it would be. But then the top of this is windswept and kind of clear. And someone said it was windswept, and I believed it. I was just gullible enough to just immediately believe it. The fact is that I am just not going to be able to do any more new trails during this time of year soon enough. I'm running out. I mean, here I am doing this dangerous hike. It's not worth it, It isn't. Is this supposed to be the top? Oh, windy. And the sky has gotten pink, so I don't have a lot of time left. Okay, I'm at the top. There's a lot of wind, so I gotta hide it. I gotta just shoot this, hide the phone behind my body. Now I've done some reading and I looked at the maps, and I gotta make sure I go down correctly, right? So even though I don't have time for any of that, or time for a rest, but I'm so tired I have to take one. Ugh. All right. Okay, I just have to get my butt down. That's all there is to it. The trail that is shown on Maspy goes down that, which I thought was kind of rough. I will just diagonally get my butt off here, right? Well, there's sunlight. I got my ice cleats on in case I come to something steep. I haven't had them the whole time, right? Yeah. Anyway. Well, as you can see, it's getting dark. It always looks a little darker on camera than it does in real life. I've descended quite a bit, but there's lots left. I just need to carry on, just descend every so often, check the old compass. And when I say compass, I mean the phone, because the phone points exactly where you're going. So, yeah, the car is just below me, right? So it's not exactly rocket science. Go down, and at some point I'll get to the road, and then I'll get to the car. Well, it's dark now. I'm actually pointing at my face, but even looking at my phone right now, I can see that you're just seeing darkness. Once it's dark, I mean, you haul ass trying to use every speck of sunlight you can, but once it actually gets dark, you might as well just sit down, have some water, have something to eat, get your headlamp out, relax, take a good break, And now you got, you know, your muscles are a little bit rested, which is always safer. And get a little perspective, and then just take your time, right? Because I'm only 800 meters from the car, but it's 800 meters of bushwhack. So anyway, that is what it is. Check this out. Here's my one boot. This is what comes from not using. I don't even know what they're called. Gaiters, right? I had to rip the ice cleats off, and then there's that, and this one, I can't even get it off. It's too much snow and congealed crap on it, you know? There's my nice dry shoe that I want to put on. Okay. Let's talk. The advice I gave up top, I'll probably flash it up in the video, but that's terrible advice. Don't just go down. The thing about a trail that's on the app maps is, or the apps map, whatever, it's the same map for all the apps, is it will pretty much, you know, guarantee that you're not going to cliff out. Now, there's a lot of crossroads when you're coming down, figurative crossroads. Like if you turn left instead of right, now you're going down that way instead of, and if you, what are you going to do? That you have to climb back up if you go the correct way. And, or maybe you'll get cliffed out or something, right? And people have been rescued with helicopters because they've been clipped out. So I almost did that. I went the wrong way, and then I had to figure it out. I saw that it was getting steeper and steeper and that the trail had gone the other direction entirely. So I made my way over there quite painfully and then climbed my way up over a rock band and then started going down. You know, I made it over the thing that was kind of in the way, and then I started going down the right direction, and then I checked my phone a lot more often to stay on that trail. Well, let's be real. You know, I could just not post that at all. Horrible. I don't mind saying it. That whole hike, the only good thing about it is I've made it back to the car, and I've not twisted anything, I've not hurt myself. At least not that I know of. Fun part about getting older, sometimes you find out 3 days later that you hurt yourself. But, like, just garbage. You know, I shouldn't have done it at all. I should have stayed on the lower Etherington Trail and hiked all the way over there and then come back on the road. That's the only safe option that would have been done today. Terrible. So I'm pissed off at myself. I will not live to old age doing that crap. I will not. At some point, there will be nothing on Mark of the Trail for a while, and then all of a sudden they'll find my body and my phone and probably take my phone and like have the first half of my death video, right? And probably my last will and testament as I'm dying on a mountainside. So, Jesus. Okay, get out there and hike, but don't, for the love of God, don't do that.